So I've just got back from this run. I've only just got back now, and to be honest, I'm quite proud. I'm quite proud of what I did tonight, and maybe I could have done more, but I worked up a sweat. Um, I may have easily done about 3 and a bit miles, but I just really wanted to continue on what I was saying previously. Previously on my run, going up and down, not giving a fuck about what other people think, just doing what you do. There does come that time, and maybe you've had it in you for a while now, and you've been too scared to unleash this person who you're always supposed to be. It doesn't go away. You always have this fucking ammunition in you. Something different is in you, and you know it because whenever you feel like I just want to be like everyone else, but you can't fit in. You don't seem to click in society. You are different, and you know what? It is what it is, and I embrace not being like anybody else. I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing. Competition is healthy, I get that. Maybe you can, what I like to do is I like to use other people as ways to warm myself, to use them as this fuel that you think you can overtake me, but you can't. You don't have what I have. And it's this mentality that I'm building, constantly building that. This fuck you mentality, what I mentioned previously in my previous short video. Once you can build this unforgiving fucking powerful mind, this this dog mentality, and it doesn't quit. Whatever someone is doing in the, maybe you're in a competition and you're racing someone, but they don't realise that just because maybe they have more talent than you, that can only take them so far. Talent can only take you so far. I was going to make this as a short video, but now it's going to have to be a long one. But talent can only take you so far. Like, when you have something else beyond talent, when you have this fuck you energy, this fuck you, I'm going to do my thing and you're not going to stop me, that's when you become very dangerous, because what you're doing is you're working beyond talent. What people may have been given, whatever you don't have, but you have this ability that I fucking caught you. I can overtake you and I can catch you up. I was just listening to this David Goggins podcast. I always listen to his motivational stuff. But if you say you have 10% and I only have 2%, you may waste 9% of that 10% you have in you, whilst I use that 2%, I utilise that whole 2% that I have. That is a very powerful statement, because it's so true. So many people, they put a governor on themselves. They think I can only go this. They don't push beyond this governor, that they hit a brick wall, and they think that that's it. When it's not. It's with the in order to achieve anything, you must build this mindset. It's not just given to you. You have to physically go inside your own mind and pull it out, and squeeze every fucking bit of you, every part of who you are, and just fucking do it with a, don't apologise on who you are and what you do in life, and it's this non-apologetic fuck you demeanour that you need to have. And whenever I do something like tonight, I went out for a run, I put myself out of this equation of competing against everybody else, and I focus on me, my league, because nobody else is on this fucking run with me. Nobody else is, doing this, what I'm doing. People, maybe, everyone not everyone, but a lot of people do it, but this time, right now, when I was running, nobody else was doing it. And it gave me this power that, I can go out and I might have slacked off for a week or something. But when I get back on track, I'm a fucking dangerous individual. I am a dangerous individual because what I have is this unrelenting, just keep going. And, you're building calluses on your mind. The more you use this negative energy and this self-doubt and all this what's going off in your mind, even if you're wearing headphones, and there's a part of you that wants to turn back, but then you have to kick in and you have to realise, no, we're not going back. We're continuing this. We're going to keep going until we're finished. So you got to go all in. And that's what I have, from this, in this mental bank that I have. I can really just go inside and just delve in and reach out, just reach into the mental toolbox, and whatever it is I need to help me get through a run, whatever it is that I need to do, it's just what it is. It's what you've got to do. So Rome wasn't built in a day. It took a long time to build Rome. And this is the way I see it as. Whatever you do, it's a process. You have to go through this process. You have to go through this self-doubt. You have to go through all this shit. You have to go through all this shit. You have to own all this shit. But then it's when you own this darkness and you realise that you can keep going, and you're putting your mind through this gym. Resistance, keep going, resistance, keep going. You become this fucking unleashed beast. You become this fucking monster nobody wants to fuck with. Because everybody might see you out running and they might be mocking you, but you don't give a fuck. I was out running tonight. Lots of people driving past me, they might have been thinking, oh, what is he doing? Oh, look at him. I couldn't give a fuck. You're driving in your car, and I'm out here running, sweating my ass off. I would rather be me right now, running. And you really got to own who you are. You really got to just own who you are, because no one can do you like you can do you. And there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of power in having the ability to catch someone up. And failure is... there's no failure, it's just only attempts. There's failed attempts. You don't just play golf and get a hole in one. There's attempts. You have to keep... you have to make calculated decisions. What club should I use? The force. The point I'm trying to say is, everything in life that is worth doing, it's going to take some time. And that's all I'm stressing, that it's just going to take some time. And that's all there is to it.